Hello guys, my name is Kendra Mahoney and today we are going to be starting with my first initial makeup video. Just a little bit about myself. I am 19 years old, I am married, my husband is in the military, and we have our own little apartment and I am just doing something that I love to do. I have been doing makeup for years now. I had two older sisters that kind of helped me, get in the flow of things, and so now here I am. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So as you can see here, we put on the base face. I did it because it does save a lot of time doing it off camera, but if you guys would like to see me on camera doing it, be sure to comment down below and I will be sure to post a video, because as you can tell, the before and after is a huge difference. I also forgot that I didn't have my microphone in the first part, so now I do, so it's probably a hell of a lot better. Also, I did want to pre-warn you, I locked my kitten out and she's been dying to get in, so if you hear her whining, you know why. Anyways, for my face, I did use the Born This Way. This is the foundation in the shade Snow, and then I also use the concealer from the Born This Way, and then I set it with the Airspun Loose Powder. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on with that. So next on my list, I like to just do a little bit of bronzing up and blush, and then, everyone has a different technique when they do their makeup. They have different steps. Usually they sometimes start off with their eyes first. Personally, I like to start off with my face first. So going in with the Sweet Peach Glow, we're going to go ahead and open that up, and we have the 3 shades. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on my cheekbones using the mini kabuki brush. I think that's what it is. Multitask brush, my bad, I don't know. Anyways, I go ahead and dip in that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the sides of my face here. I do have a mirror this way, so if you see me looking this way, you know why. But just go ahead and do light strokes up and down just to kind of get it carved out just a little bit. My face does look darker on the camera rather than in person. I think it's just because of what I am using, but it is a lot lighter than it looks. That's why I'm putting more on. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Morphe Fluffy brush here. It's angled, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and put this up on my temples and my forehead, because my forehead is gigantic. It just runs in the family, and so I just got to kind of make it look a little more slim, I guess you could say. So the idea of my channel is basically I'm going to be doing makeup, right? That's kind of an obvious given. But I'm also going to kind of put a little twist to each of my videos. I kind of want to do I'm going to have my husband do my makeup while we drink, more than likely, maybe. But then, I don't know, I haven't fully decided what I wanted to do, but I guess we're going to figure it out. Alright, so my next step is going back in with this palette here, whoops, and we're going to go in with that peachy blush, and I'm going to go in with this big gigantic brush here and dip into that. This is the Wet n Wild brush. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but then I'm going to go ahead and put this on the apples of my cheeks. It's a very light blush, so you can barely see it, so you kind of gotta try to get, what you can. that is one thing that I have noticed about this palette here is people have said that it's not the best that they had imagined it being, just because it is from Too Faced, and you would imagine Too Faced has some decent products, but I guess this one was kind of a little bit of a anyways. Finally, in this palette there's a highlighting shade, and I just do a little bit of highlight now and then hella highlight later. So I'm going to go in here just with the dry brush. This is the highlighting brush from e.l.f. and just go ahead and apply that. As you can see, it has a nice subtle glow. I personally love it, but like I said, people have complained about this palette before, so I'm not necessarily sure how everyone feels about it. If you do want to go ahead and try it out, it's at e.l.f. It's at Ulta. I believe it runs for $42, so go get it. Alright, so sorry if it's like a little bit shaky. I have all my palettes and crap in here, which I'm gonna just go ahead and grab out right now, just because I know that it's gonna shake and I really don't want it to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab them out now so I don't continuously shake my phone. Yeah, okay. So my next step is actually going to be the drastic change, and this is including this is my eyebrows. Okay, so my eyebrows, you can see that they're bleach blonde. I do have a lot of hair on them, but they are so blonde that like they don't look good with a full face of makeup. So you got to do something about that. I personally like my eyebrows dark. People think I'm crazy because of how dark I do them, but it's just my personal preference. And, you know, everyone does their eyebrows differently, so, you know, just don't judge. Like, if it's the way that they like to do it and they look good, then why are you talking? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick, zoom in, and then I will continue on with my eyebrows. So, alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I do one eyebrow, because it's just going to make it a lot easier, a lot quicker. This is my mirror right here, so just don't mind it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So first I like to go in and brush my brow. I use this Real Techniques comb and brush duo, and I go ahead and brush through that wonky brow of mine. And we use a couple different things, so just bear with me. Today we're going to be using the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. Looks like this, and it is in the shade Ash Brown, I believe. Yep, that's what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and basically what I do is draw out my brow. So just go ahead and watch and learn. So there's your basic brow right there. That's just the outline of it, right? And then with a angled brush, I use the Morphe angled brush here. This is their Rose Gold collection. And this is actually something that I just started to use, but it is I had it for a while and then I stopped using it and now I'm using it again, but it's the Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel. And I go ahead and just open that up. There's the tip of it, and I go in with the angled brush, grab quite a bit of product, close that up because you don't want it to go everywhere, and this is where you just fill in the brow. See, it looks so much darker on camera than it does in person. Like, it looks pitch black, but I promise you it's not. But basically that's kind of it. You just go ahead and brush it out. Once I zoom out, it'll probably look lighter, but Anyways, and then after you basically draw that out, you go ahead and go in with your concealer and a little tiny concealer brush and go ahead and sculpt out it. I only sculpt out the bottom because when I tend to do it on top with the foundation powder already on, it does mess it up. So go ahead and sculpt. All right, and there's the brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out and then we will continue on. All right, so both brows are on and now we are going to go ahead and continue on to the next step, which happens to be my favorite. Also, I did want to warn you on another thing that might be heard. There is heavy rain. We're gonna be hit with like a hurricane tomorrow, so no big deal here. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. So now we're gonna go ahead and start off with our eyes. Our eyeshadow, yes. So we have two different palettes that we're going to go ahead and using. Two eyeshadow palettes that we are going to go ahead and be using today. Wow. We're gonna go ahead and be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette here, which is, voila, these lovely guys. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and use the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original, which has all of these lovely shades here. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this palette. And this is basically going to be my transition colors. Basically, we're going to be using this color here, and this color here, and who knows. We're going to go ahead and start off with the shade Poof, and we're going to put this all over our eyelid just so it sets, just so it's easier to apply other eyeshadows. Okay. And I'm actually going to go ahead and zoom in, and I'm going to do one eye on camera, one eye off camera, just so it saves time and you guys can get a better view of what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to do it this way just so you get a better view of what I'm doing. Like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and tilt it over just a tad. There we are. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go in with this. Here we're going to go in with which is a brown transition shade that I tend to use almost all the time. And we're going to go in with this e.l.f. Contour brush. And we're going to go ahead and grab just a tad bit here and put it in the crease. That way we have a good base. I'm going to close this palette for now, and we're going to go ahead and go in with this palette here. I will link down all the shades that I'm using, so don't worry. We're going to go ahead and go in with a darker brown, so we're going to go in with this shade here and go ahead and apply that into the same area that we just applied. Now with a different brush, we're going to go ahead and grab this fluffy Morphe, I don't know, brush. And we're going to go in with this cranberry shade here. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's this one that I'm pointing to. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and apply that in this general area here, bringing it down to the outer corner of your eyelid. And we're also going to put just a tad bit in the middle, in the inner corner. And right now we're just going to buff it in, and then later we will blend it out. like so, and then go ahead and grab that brush that you were using previously after washing it or just wiping it off on a towel. Go ahead and blend it. All right, so you have that spot right in the middle there to go ahead and put whatever color you would like. And I haven't really decided what I wanted to do yet. I kind of want to do... This is the hardest part, you know, trying to figure out what colors you want to do. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this red cranberry sparkle here. And I'm going to go ahead and just use my finger. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. And we're going to apply that right in the middle. And I'm actually also going to go ahead and grab a little flat brush. Go ahead and spritz it with some setting spray. And going with that same color, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it with the brush as well. Oh, beautiful. All right, so we don't want any harsh lines. So we're going to go ahead and blend this up and out. And that is majority of the finished eye look. I will go ahead and show you the rest on the out view, and I will be right back. So here is both eyes finished. I ended up putting a highlight under the brow and then in the inner corner. And it is a very cranberry fall themed look, and I am absolutely in love with it. So next we are going to go ahead and go in with eyeliner. So I love to do the winged eyeliner. That's my favorite eyeliner look. And I use a $1 eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. It's in the shade Jet Black. It comes out very black. It's beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and do a line. I will show you how I do one eye, and then I'll go ahead and do the other eye off camera. But here we go. I have my mirror right here, so this is obviously you can see that. So we're going to go ahead and go in. So we start off doing a line like that, and then I dip in and get another big glop of it. Bring it down. And then you're going to connect the bottom here to the line that you made up there. Oops. And there is your perfect wing. I know you can't really see it too well, but there it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye. Oh, she's getting a little thickened. There you go. All right, so there's both wings. Let's see if I can show you closer. Yes. Okay, so next step we got today is we're gonna do some eyelashes, of course, because you don't have a big fall look without fake eyelashes. But we're gonna go ahead and apply just a tad bit of the Better Than Sex. This is the mascara. go ahead and put it on your eyelashes. It's really good if you have blonde eyelashes because it basically just blends the falsies with your natural lashes. So go ahead and just apply a light layer. Just like so. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on those lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the lashes on, as you can see. And if you guys would like to see a video of me putting on my eyelashes, it takes me about 5 minutes for both, if that. Just let me know and I will do a separate video specifically for eyelashes. I did use the Duo. This is the, it dries dark, so it's perfect for when you have eyeliner. So we are waiting for them to dry, and as I wait for them to dry, I like to put on my secondary highlight because I did put on one like I did earlier, you probably saw. So we're going to go in with that same brush here, and today I'm going to be using the Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild, and it looks like so. Let me swatch it for you just real quick. You see that? Oh my god. So we're going to go ahead and spritz the highlighting brush this time around, and we're going to go ahead and apply that to the cheeks. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and actually go back in with, actually I'm switching it up. I'm gonna go in with this palette here, and I'm gonna go back in with that brown shade that I started with, and I'm gonna put that underneath my eye right here. There's just the shade just for right underneath there, and you just kind of connect it to where your wing liner is, just so they blend kind of good together. And we're gonna go ahead and go in. This is the So Lashy CoverGirl mascara, and this is the waterproof one, and I like to put this on my lashes under here. Just to bada bing bada boom it. This one's a little tense though, so let me just grab that. There you go. And I believe that the eyelashes are dry enough, and I'm going to go ahead and put on, this is the Full and Soft mascara by Maybelline, and it's actually really wonky, but it does work for the false lashes, just to kind of plump them up a little bit and once again blend your real lashes with the falsies. Just a tad bit, not too much. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this off with a lip, and we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Fairest Nude. It's in the shade 800 by Maybelline. It is a creamy lipstick, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Surprisingly enough, I'm not really a lipstick kind of girl. I'm usually just a gloss kind of girl, but we're just gonna do it for the sake of the video. And finally, last but certainly not least, you're gonna go in with a setting spray. I go in with the Revolution Sports Fix. This is the extra strength setting spray. It is $8, and you're gonna go ahead and spritz. And be sure to air dry it. And that, my dears, is the final look today. So I know you can't really see too well. I'm not really sure why my lighting is as bad as it is, but I will be sure to work on it, and I'll post some pictures along with this video just so you can see how beautiful the look actually is. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you do like this video and you want to see more upcoming videos, be sure to subscribe and click that little bell button just to be notified whenever I do post further videos. If you guys want to see some new looks, give me ideas. I do have an Instagram. I will link it down below. So go ahead. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and